Starting at the top of your mat, just bringing the feet together, or the feet can just be slightly apart. Palms of the hands come together into Namaskara in front of the chest. Taking some time just to feel the feet pressing down into the mat, drawing the kneecaps up, lengthening all the way up through the entire spinal column, up through the crown of the head. Nice, easy breath. And close the eyes for a moment. I'm just going to focus on the breathing. Starting to cultivate simple Ujjayi breathing. So long, slow breath in through the nose and long, slow breath out through the nose, drawing the navel in and little lift of the pelvic floor as you exhale. And just continue working with that long, slow breath in and long, slow breath out. Just one more breath and then release the arms down by your side, standing Tadasana. Take an inhale, lengthen up through the arms, palms of the hands together, looking towards the thumbs. As you exhale, fold forward into Uttanasana. You can soften through the knees, keep the knees bent for this first round. Let the head relax, and then taking an inhale, lengthen out into Ardha Uttanasana, and then exhale, bend the knees and step that right foot back. So we're coming into our long lunge with the knee off variation. Long through the neck, steady gaze with the eyes. Try to press that right knee up towards the ceiling, trying to straighten that back leg. Take one more inhale and then exhale, step back into down facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Feet a hip distance apart, hands a shoulder distance apart. And then let's just pedal through the feet, right and left a few times. It's nice and easy. You can do anything that makes you feel ready to continue here. So that's, you might wiggle the hips from side to side instead of just pedaling the feet. And then settle back into your down facing dog. Just taking a few breaths. Steady gaze with the eyes in between the feet. Really plugging down through those hands. Soften through the knees. Look forward towards the hands and then bring the knee up in towards the chest, stepping it forward in between the hands. Just holding it here. Take one more inhale here, and then as you exhale, step that left foot forward, relaxing the head down into Uttanasana, keeping the knees bent as needed. Take an inhale to lengthen out halfway, lift, exhale, fold. Inhale to sweep the arms back up, Urdhva Hastasana, and then exhaling into Tadasana. And we're going again, exactly the same. Inhale, lift the arms up, and then exhale, folding forward into your Uttanasana. Let the head relax. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale to step your left leg back now. Not holding for as long this time. And then inhale, exhale, step back into down dog. 5 breaths here. Try to lift the kneecaps up. Think about those inner thighs spiraling inwards and towards that back wall. And engage that Ujjayi breathing, so draw the navel in towards the spine, particularly on that exhale. And soften through the knees, knee comes forward towards the chest and step it as far forward as you can. Steady gaze with the eyes. Really reach out through that right heel, feeling the line from the heel out through the crown of the head. Take one more inhale and then exhale, step that right foot forward, relaxing down. Take an inhale, lengthen out Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale, fold. And then let's sweep the arms up, inhale, and then exhale, release back into your Tadasana. Surya Namaskar B variation. Take an inhale, bend through those knees and lift the arms up into your Utkatasana. Palms can be together or hands can be shoulder distance apart, depends on what feels comfortable for you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, sit down a little bit deeper and try to shift the knees back just away from the toes. So if you look down, you could just see your toes beyond your knees. So this takes the weight slightly back into the heels and makes it much stronger for the thighs. And you'll feel the legs start to really fire up here. Take one more inhale, exhale, release the arms down, and you can straighten the legs if that feels okay, otherwise keep them bent. Inhale into your Ardha Uttanasana, and then exhale, bend the knees and just step back into your down facing dog. And let's step the right foot forward in between the hands, swivel that left heel down and place it onto the mat, and then circle your arms up so both legs are straight. Step that left foot in just a little bit shorter. So we're going to take Trikonasana, arms lengthening out. Take an inhale, exhale, lean out through both sides of the waist. First variation, right knee can be slightly bent. Second variation, you can just keep that right leg straight and you could just hold your block, placing it directly underneath the right shoulder, and then lift the eyes up towards the left hand if that feels comfortable for you, or you can just keep looking straight ahead. Keep the breath going. If you don't need your block, just release it and just place the back of the hand onto the inside of that right shin bone. So we're lifting away from the floor, lengthening out through both sides of the waist. Keep breathing. Trikonasana is one of my favorite poses. Inhale to come up. As you exhale, just step that left foot out. So we're coming out into a wider stance now. We're getting ready for Pashpakonasana. So you move through a Virabhadrasana 2 position. Place that right elbow or forearm down onto the right thigh and extend the left arm over the left ear. Keep pressing down through the outside of that left foot. If you want to go a little bit deeper, variation 2, bring that right hand down onto the block. And if the neck's okay, you can turn the head to look up past the top arm, up towards the ceiling, or if it's comfortable for you, you can look towards the left fingertips. Keep bending into that right leg. Keep breathing. And let's inhale. Straighten both legs, come back to center. Release the arms down. Turn to face the front. Remove your block if you're using it and just step back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Just taking a moment. And then let's bring that left foot forward in between the hands. Place the right heel down and just circle the arms up. Stepping that right foot forward just a little bit more, so you're just slightly shorter, about 1 meter in between both feet. Take an inhale and then exhale over to your Trikonasana. Variation 1, knees slightly bent. Variation 2, grab your block and place that left hand onto the block, lining up that left wrist underneath the shoulders. right shoulder is stacked on top of the left, and you're trying to spiral open that chest towards the ceiling. At the same time, you want the hips to not be poking out behind you, but you want to curl that tailbone under, particularly that left sit bone reaches towards your right heel. Take an inhale to come up. Exhale, step out that right leg so you're a little bit wider. Bend through that front leg. When you're ready, we're going to come into Paschimottanasana. So the right foot is pointing out to the side. Place that left elbow down onto the left thigh and then reach the right arm over the right ear. So this Trikonasana series, you can see that we're making a series of triangles. So Trikonasana just means triangle. Those of you that want to go a little bit deeper, you can place that left hand down onto the block in front of the ankle. Option to turn the head to look up past the top arm. Nice easy breath. And let's inhale, come back up to standing, and then exhale, turning towards the front leg. Remove the block if you're using it, stepping back into your down dog. And then let's come down into a wide-legged child's pose. Knees just a little bit wider than the torso. Just bend those elbows, palms flat on the mat. And then thumbs and index fingers can just lightly touch. So you're just making a little seal there with your hands that contains the energy and draws it inwards. Just notice how your body's feeling, how you're feeling. So working through these very simple but extremely powerful poses. Just another few breaths here. And then let's walk the hands up. Sit over to one side. And then just come down your mat so you can lay all the way back. Feet are hip distance apart, heels draw in towards your sitting bones, palms down onto the mat. Take an inhale, and then when exhaling, lifting the hips up, lifting the spine up, lift the chest up towards the chin. Interlace the fingers underneath the back, and then just creep up onto the tips of the shoulders, pressing the heels of the hands together. You can close your eyes here, so we're just in a Setu Bandhasana variation. Inner thighs gently drawing towards one another. And try to slow down your breathing. Just another few breaths. And then let's release the arms. Take an inhale and then exhale, rolling all the way back down. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And then let's place the feet back down onto the mat, opening out into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining butterfly. Rest the hands lightly on the lower belly. And again, bring the fingertips and thumbs to lightly touch, so you're making a diamond shape over your navel, creating that energetic seal. Allowing that back surface of the body to really melt into the mat. And gravity is just helping the hips to open here. Noticing the effect of the practice. And let's gently bring the knees together. Extending the legs out long, letting the feet fall away from one another. Arms just spill open by your side, palms facing up. Closing the eyes. And the breath will just naturally start to slow down. Just allowing the breath to come back to its natural rhythm. So letting go of any ujjayi breathing that you might have been engaging with. Just noticing the sounds that are around you. It's my voice, the sounds in the room that you're in, maybe outside. And then just bringing the focus back to the sounds of your own body, your own breathing. Resting here for as long as you need to. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make your way out whenever you need to, otherwise stay and rest. I'll see you next time. Namaste.